you are capable and you know what you want. Stop waiting for other people to say, yes, this is a good idea. And after you pray and you feel like you've let it all out, let it go. Let it go. And we neglect to think about ourselves and how we feel in a situation. And it's like, you can't pour from an empty pot. You have to try. If you do not try, you will never know what not to do and what to do because you never started. And we're going to learn from it and we're going to grow. And whatever happened, happened. And Kalas, finish is done. Because you really didn't do that. I saw you, sis. You did that. I've been setting up my camera for the past 30 minutes. Maybe to avoid doing this video. But maybe not. But who knows? Alaikum, everyone. Hello. Peace be upon you. That's what that means. Oh my gosh. I'm so like, what do I do? It's been so long. It's been months. But I'm here. And I think that deserves a round of applause. Hi. So the video is titled 19 Things I Learned at 19. I don't know why I'm so excited. Like, I feel like I really missed you guys. You know, I really missed YouTube. I don't really miss the editing or anything else, but I'm here. And I digress. I'm gonna jump straight in and give you guys the 19 things I feel like I've learned at my age of 19, and now I'm 20. So yeah, okay, let's go into it. So the first thing I learned at 19 was it's okay to be yourself. Shocker, I know. I think that a lot of us apologize a lot for who we are, and there's absolutely no need for that. You know, we're like, oh, I'm so sorry I don't look my best right now, I'm so sorry I look like this, or I'm so sorry I did this, or whatever. And it's like, stop apologizing for existing. Stop doing that. Specifically, women do that a lot of the time, and I'm a victim of this myself, and that's why all this is first and foremost to myself before it's to any of you guys. And I can honestly and truthfully say I've learned so much in terms of self-growth and who I am as a person and what is very important to me and who I want to be and who I am becoming. So it's okay to be yourself. Contrary to popular belief, it is okay to be yourself. And I feel like that's something that's kind of beaten out of us as we age. And it's like, why are you doing that? Why are you being yourself? Why are you being unique? That's so strange. And it's like, no, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to accept who you are and like who you are and like the parts of you that maybe some other people don't like. And it's okay to have opinions as well. And don't apologize for having an opinion. Obviously, it's a way to do things respectfully, but be yourself and enjoy yourself and love yourself. So the next one was get out of your head and stop overthinking. And this one is, again, it's for me. It's for me because I feel like I'm the queen of overthinking. I am a 3-time Olympic gold medalist in the overthinking Olympic Games, and it's just something I do all the time, and it's something I have to work on because I have so much time to myself to think. It's kind of dangerous, you know. It's kind of like I just have the opportunity to get lost in the sauce, and being lost in the sauce can be very detrimental. So I think that sometimes you just have to take things for what they are and accept them and move on with it. You don't have to just say, what if this or what if that, or maybe it's because of this that they don't like me, or maybe it's because of that I didn't get this position, or whatever it is. You know, it's like you didn't get that because Allah willed it for that to be that way, and that's okay. Allah means God, by the way. But it's like that didn't happen because of whatever reason, and that's okay. And we're gonna move with it, and we're gonna learn from it, and we're gonna grow, and whatever happened, happened. And Kalas, finish is done. It happened. There's no need to ruminate on it. Just accept it and keep pushing. I know, again, it's easier said than done, but you know, you made it this far, so Allah got you, and you got yourself down. Okay. Number 3, savor every moment. Be present in the gift of the present. Ooh, I did a little wordplay right there. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. Okay, number 4. Be grateful, especially for the little stuff. And I feel like, again, that kind of speaks for itself. I think a lot of the time we are so focused on what everyone else has and what's going on around us and who has this thing and that thing that we want, that we forget about the little things like candles or having a room, like just little things, you know, and having the ability to get dressed every morning, to see, to breathe. All those things are things we should be grateful for. And I'm not saying that to discredit any issues that we do have, but I think a lot of the time we're so busy trying to aim for higher, we forget how much of the blessings are right in front of us. So yeah. Number 5, everything will come in due time. Invest in the people and the things that are currently around you. And this was kind of like, it kind of hit me a little bit because right now I'm kind of in a stage in my life where I want things now. I mean, I've kind of always been that way, and patience is a virtue. Like, when it's for me, I really want whatever, like, even if I ordered something, I'm gonna be checking on it every day until it comes here, because even though I know that you gave me the delivery date, I want it to come early, and I want it to come as soon as possible. And I feel like it's kind of weird, because sometimes I am really patient, and I can wait for certain things, but other times, and depending on what it is, I want it now, and I want the result now, and I don't want to have to wait for things. And there is fruit, and there is blessings, and just I think there's so much beauty in having that patience, the sabr, and just taking your time, just living in each moment, you know, because in each stage, even in the process of waiting, there's so many beautiful things that we don't pay attention to, and that we miss out on, because again, we're looking for the next thing, and we're focused on what's coming after this, instead of just taking the time to be in the present and enjoy that moment, because sometimes I can be a little impatient for the things that I want. So just take your time, trust in Allah's plan. Everything happens exactly how it's supposed to, even the stage of waiting that you feel like you're in. Okay, number 6. Your relationship to Allah / with Allah is reflected in your relationships to everything else. I heard that from the village auntie. Shout out to her. Follow her on Instagram. She's a wonderful sex educator and woman who is on her faith and in her deen. She's Muslim. She's wonderful. And yeah, but anyways, I digress. She was talking with another young lady, and they were just explaining how a lot of us are seeking for relationships, and a lot of us don't have the ability to forgive, or we want this or we want that, and it's like all the things that we kind of are projecting in our relationships with other people, it's all a reflection of how we feel in relation to Allah. So I thought that was really cool, and also very applicable to a lot of things. And it's like, especially when it comes to forgiveness, it's like Allah forgives us, and Allah's mercy is so encompassing, and I know that it can be very hard to forget and forgive, but you know, it's just a reflection of maybe how you feel towards Allah, possibly. I'm not trying to come for you, but it's possible. But if not, it's just like overall, think about it, you know? Everything and every relationship you have is a reflection of how in your relationship to Allah. So, yeah. Namneel Sabon. It says, why not you? You deserve what you want and what you need, even if you have to create it yourself. And this also hit recently because, I'll just give you an example of the birthday stuff, right? For me, I don't celebrate my birthday, and everyone's always like going to birthday dinners and doing all this type of stuff, but I never like really took the time to say, hey guys, let's all come together and do this thing. Like, I did like an ice skating thing a few years back, but it was like with 3 friends, and it wasn't anything like intense. But regardless of that, I was just like, I see all these people getting celebrated and getting cherished and loved on, and I wanted that for myself, you know. I wanted to have a day where I celebrated my life and all the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to me. So I was like, okay, if someone's out here going to be throwing me a surprise party, whatever, I want to take the time to cultivate an environment for myself where I can be enjoyed, you know, and I can enjoy my time with the people I love and I care about. So something so little as just celebrating my birthday was something I was like, I have to do this for myself, you know, and like I have to take the energy and the time to create what I want to see. And I did the same thing for my family as well, like especially because this year has been pretty intense. If you know, you know. But because this year has been just so much, I was like, why not take the time to celebrate the people I love and myself, you know, because tomorrow's not promised. So if I want something, if I want to be celebrated, then celebrate yourself, you know, and whatever comes and follows is meant to be around you. And I was telling this to my friend as well, because she was very honest in saying that she was jealous in how all my friends were going on their way to do this, or were saying they're going to do this or that for my birthday in like a separate group chat. And I was like, honestly, I've never had this before. It's because I took the time to say I want all my friends to come together and to be celebrated and to celebrate me, you know. So yeah, just a little example of that. And if you want something, go get it, cultivate it for yourself. If you want a career, if you want that 4.0, whatever it is, you have to be the one to put the energy and the time into that, so that you can reap the benefits later, inshallah. So, number 8, I'm gonna run out of fingers. Your relationship to yourself is so important and must be nurtured constantly. Don't neglect yourself. And I feel like for a lot of women, again, because I'm a woman, so I can speak from experience, we are constantly trying to put other people above ourselves, whether that be our parents or our loved ones or friends or whoever else is in our lives. We're constantly in a state of, I have to do this for them, and we neglect to think about ourselves and how we feel in a situation. And it's like, you can't pour from an empty pot. If there's nothing of you to give, you won't be able to give anything. So take care of yourself. And I'm not saying that to be selfish, of course, and obviously we're supposed to prioritize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but secondary to that, you have to make sure you're good, you know. And I always think about the verse that says no one can intercede for another person. Literally on Judgment Day, I can't save you, you can't save me. So that's why it's important to prioritize yourself and what you need before you start worrying about someone else. The same thing happens on airplanes with the mother and the child. You're supposed to take care of yourself so you can help your children as well. So yeah. Number 9. Okay. Make dua and then let it go. Stop holding on to what you cannot control. Allahu alam, which means Allah knows best, and call on him, but then you also have to trust him. Think of my little song, whatever. No, I'm joking. But seriously, after you make dua and after you pray and you feel like you've let it all out, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like the song, Let It Go. I still was on to something. You gotta let it go, because at the end of the day, there's only so much you have in your control, which is yourself, and then you have to trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you trust him, you make that dua and you keep it pushing. You keep making dua and then you let it go. Okay? Okay. Number 10. Alright. I'm really out here singing for y'all. Okay. You know what you want. Stop waiting for other people to validate it for you. Did I come for some of y'all? Did I do it again? No, I'm joking. But seriously, I feel like, again, this is very applicable to me, and that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. But even for this YouTube thing, I was like, I always want someone to be like, no, you got this. You're doing great. You know, someone to give me ideas and everything. And it's like, I got the ideas too. And it's like, I have the ability to do what I want to do. And I have the skills and I have the willpower and I'm capable. So why am I waiting for someone else to give me the check mark to say, okay, now you're good to go. Now you got this, you know? And it's like, no, don't do that. Stop it. Get some help.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
You are capable and you know what you want. Stop waiting for other people to say, yes, this is a good idea. Or yes, you should do that. Or yes, you should buy that. Sometimes just do it, you know? Make istikhara if you have to, which is just like a guidance dua, and go for it. Proceed and trust in Allah, because at the end of the day, even if something happens that you don't want to happen, it was meant to happen for a reason. It's a learning experience, and now you know what not to do, and you learn from it, you know? And obviously it's okay to take advice from people, but at the end of the day, if every single time you want to do something or you want to get something or whatever it is, you have to go to someone else first because you're so untrusting of yourself, that's not good, sis. That's not good. So you have to learn to trust yourself and trust who you are as a person and what you've grown to become and what Allah has willed for you, had you feel in your own heart, you know? So pursue it, trust yourself, go for it, and you got it. Okay. Number 11. Prioritize your needs / happiness. You can't pour from an empty cup. And again, this just ties into all the self-love goodness from the other ones, but prioritize your own happiness. You can't always focus on making everyone else happy. Like, even in terms of like the little things, like do little things that make you happy. If lighting a candle, I'm gonna keep talking about this candle because I realized how much I love candles, and so many people got me candles, so I'm really happy. No, but seriously, like, if you know some little things are gonna make you happy, do that, you know? Incorporate that into your schedule. Incorporate those little 5 to 10 minutes even. Doesn't have to be that long to just take care of yourself, whether that's cleaning, like doing the skincare routine, you know, moisturizing, whatever it is, watching an episode, or like listen to a podcast, reading a book, like just a couple of pages, whatever makes you happy. Make sure you're including that in your everyday so that you don't feel drained and, you know, like incapable of completing the day-to-day, because it's very easy to let go of yourself and not realize that you're neglecting yourself. Number 12. There we go. Okay. Don't give up just because it didn't go the way you wanted it to. That's me. I don't feel like I give up. I just think I get discouraged easily, and here I am. I am living proof of that. I've been on YouTube for a long time. A long time. I've been making videos for a long time. I make a lot more videos than you guys will ever see because I don't ever post them, because I end up not liking them and this and that and the third and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, at the end of this long day, you know, if you know, you know, but at the end of the long day, if you fail, it is a learning experience and you have to try. If you do not try, you will never know what not to do and what to do because you never started, you know? And it's like, you can fail and you can fail and you can fail and you can fail and you can feel like it's time for me to give up. It's over. I'm finished. But no, it's like you're doing wonderful. You're doing amazingly, and I'm proud of you, and you're going to be proud of yourself once you see how far you've come. If we gave up every time we failed a test or an exam or some type of assessment or whatever it is, or assignment, where would we be? We would not have been graduated, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would not be in school. We would have called it a wrap, said deuces. And even if you are, just like, your life is not over if you chose to leave school, if you chose to do this, you know? There's so many more things you can pursue and so many things you can be, but you have to trust yourself again. And that goes back to everything else I was saying, and just trust that everything will work out and be okay. So don't give up. Try and 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 try again, because Allah did not give up on you, so do not give up on yourself. Number 13. I'm smiling so much, my face is starting to hurt. I'm just a little awkward, and when I feel uncomfortable, I smile a lot, so that's why I'm smiling. But also, I'm really happy to see you guys, even though I can't see any of you. Okay. Number 13. Don't sacrifice your beliefs or morals to fit in or for attention. Ooh, yes, very true. And I feel like this is very applicable to people who are strong in their faith or have certain beliefs that don't go with the current crowd, or with people our age who are down for a lot of stuff. And it's like there's so much temptation, so it's really difficult, but it's really important to know that you are you for a reason, and you have your beliefs, and trust that, and find communities where you won't feel that temptation, and you have people that will support you in what you're going through, so that you won't go down that slippery slope, because one thing will lead to another thing, will lead to another thing, and suddenly you'll be like, what happened, you know? So just be careful, and yeah, don't sacrifice your morals just because you want to succeed. And even in terms of this YouTube thing, because I'm on YouTube, so I'm gonna keep talking about it. You like makeup. I love makeup so much, so very much, but wearing it in front of like non-mahram men is not supposed to be done, and it really hurt. It didn't even hurt right there, it hurt right there, right there in my heart, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow. I was like, you sure? Like, you sure, Allah? You sure? Like, whenever I don't want something to be true, I'm like, really? And you want to try and find as many loopholes as possible, but I have to come to a compromise and be like, if it's just gonna be my little lip gloss and me just brush on my eyebrows, I'll do it for y'all. I'll do it for all the guys who are watching. No, I'm joking. But seriously, it's like, you just have to prioritize what's important to you and take little steps. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just try, and always try. When you know better, you do better. Number 14. Stand in your truth respectfully. Speak up for what you believe in. Pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. Stand in your truth, guys. And number 15. Allow for your life to have purpose in all that you do, big or small. And again, this goes to me and my YouTube and every other aspect of my life, because I feel like finding yourself, especially in college and high school, when you're surrounded by all these people, it's like, who am I? What do I want to be? What do I want to do? You know, and it's okay to not know, but when you know what you don't want, you can kind of navigate and say, okay, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not supposed to do that. So what do I want to do? What do I enjoy doing? And how can I navigate that and constantly make sure I'm pleasing myself and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in everything that I do, even the small things, because all of those small things can also be blessings, you know? So much as like giving someone a cup of water. Like, every little thing can have purpose and meaning inside of it. So just make sure you're taking that time and you're doing all that you can to be mindful and be present in the moment, like I said in the previous one, because they all intertwine. I think I ran out of fingers, y'all. Let's see if I can do this. Number 16. She's an engineer for a reason, what can I say? It says, give yourself a break sometimes. Acknowledge your accomplishments. And for me, I'm constantly like, go, 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 go. And I'm like, hold on. Over the summer, I was like, I did research. I was a program assistant, and I was doing all this extra stuff too, and being a whole like member of this household. And if you are from a foreign household, you know how hectic it can be sometimes. So I was like, I do a lot of stuff, and like I was tutoring during this semester. I was also doing research during another semester, and meanwhile I had a significant loss of a loved one, and I'm doing all these things. And it's like, sometimes take a break and realize all that you're doing, and that you're constantly, you know, moving and just being and existing, that you have to be present and give yourself your flowers, you know? Be like, I'm proud of you for doing that. I did that, and I'm proud of myself for that, you know? And just try and be thankful to yourself, because you really did do that. I saw you, sis, you did that. No, but seriously, like, just give yourself your flowers. 17, how would I do this one? 17, there we go. Okay, now, if Allah can forgive, so can you. But remember to guard your light. Not everyone is deserving of your deepest parts of you. And for me, I'm trying to work on this, right? Because we're all about self-growth out here. I grew up, right, as the only girl. So when there's all this comparison, you're a girl, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, you're supposed to do this, you know, it's like a lot. And at the end of the day, you can get lost in the sauce. And I feel like that's kind of bled into other areas and other relationships where sometimes I'm just giving, and I don't realize that sometimes class, you have to stop, you know, and you have to be mindful of who you're doing certain things for and why you're doing these things and have the purpose and the intent, you know, and just have your guard up, but not in a bad way, just more so in a I am being mindful of what I'm doing and who I'm doing certain things for. Okay, number 18. Can I do it? 18. Okay, number 18. Consistency will take you further than just talent. I think, again, that's pretty self-explanatory. You have to be consistent. You have to keep putting in that effort, and that was a little message to myself with my posting once every 3 months. So yeah. And finally, I ran out of fingers, so I'm just gonna say 19. I need to remember my sign language numbers, my ASL numbers, because I just failed, and I could have done that all much easier. But I think you guys enjoyed the struggle. So number 19, you're never alone. Meet every 5 seconds. No, but seriously, you're never alone. Trust Allah and just keep going and repenting, all with pure intention. Everything you do with pure intentions, and trust yourself and trust whatever you want to do, again, and trust Allah, and He got you. You got yourself, and your loved ones got you. You're not alone, and even if you do feel like you're alone, Allah is always there. Allah is always there, and all you have to do is call out to Him. Hadith is basically like the narration from the life of the Prophet ﷺ, and it basically says that if you call out to Allah, He will, you know, He will respond. And basically, if you take one step towards Him, He'll come running to you. If you just do like one little thing, He will take like 10 times that to come back to you. That was a really poor explanation of it, but basically, you're not alone. And if you think about Allah in a positive way, another hadith says, however you think about Allah is how He is. So if you think that He's someone that's going to be a friend to you and that will always be there for you, He will be. So you're not alone. And people care about you. And I know sometimes we can get lost in our own mind and do that overthinking thing where we think that we have no one and we can't trust no one or rely on anyone and chat. What is it? No new friends, whatever nonsense quote that's going around on social media. You're not alone. And always Allah got you. So yeah. Okay, so that was 19 things I learned at 19. I talked for a long time. I kind of made a fool of myself just a little bit, but I think that just adds the extra sauce and flavor that we needed. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any video suggestions for me, please leave them in the comment down below, because I would love to do more videos and be more consistent. I really would like and appreciate if you left a comment down below giving one advice that you've learned in your however long that you've lived. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up, and recommend it to someone, share it with someone, you know. I think that's everything. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum.